Excellent. So Chris and I are here, and a lot of times y'all don't get to see the stuff behind the scenes. Y'all just kind of see it in the background. So every now and then maybe we'll get to take time and shoot a little video like this so y'all kind of get to see what's hitting around here. With that said, Chris does have a really rare tractor. This was John Deere's very first attempt at diesel. And with that said, I'm gonna shut up and let Chris tell you all about this thing.
All right, what we have here is a John Deere R. The R was the first diesel tractor that John Deere built. This particular one was 1949. It's when the R's came out. This is the 27th one built. And
number 27.
We got the hood off of it right now. Doing a little work on it, gonna get ready to paint it. It actually does run, runs very well. But let me show you a little bit about it. The diesels back then are a little bit different than the diesels of today. We have a 2-cylinder pony motor that is bolted on top of the main engine. The engine is a 2-cylinder diesel, and the pistons lay down horizontal. This is your flywheel under this cover. Crankshaft goes across. Rods are behind here, under here. Here's the head. Rocker arms are under here. Pistons are right in here. This is actually the cylinder block. That engine has 57 horsepower. It's rated at 57 horsepower, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that was a whole lot for back then. And this tractor will weigh 10,500 pounds. So you get your 57 horsepower, you have lots of torque, and geared down slow, it will pull. Back in the early 70s, when the 4430 John Deere tractors came out, which was a 6-cylinder with 125 horsepower, the John Deere dealer here went out and tried to sell a new one to a guy that had an 820 John Deere, which replaced this R, and he told him to bring that new tractor out here and hook it to the disc beside his 2-cylinder diesel, and if it would outpull it in a day's time, he'd buy it. Well, guess what? They brought it out there. They both disked all day, and he disked a whole lot more ground than the new tractor did, so he kept his old tractor. But it's amazing how these old tractors have so much power. But back to the starting it. It's got a 2-cylinder pony motor that runs on gas. Carburetor's on the other side, and the bowl for the carburetor is right here, which the bowl for the carburetor is actually the gas tank. You unscrew that and you put about a quart of gas is all it holds. Put it in there, and then it does have an electric start, 6-bolt starter. Some of them also have a pull rope where you can pull it with a pull rope. But anyway, you start the pony motor and you let it run a little while, and the exhaust from the pony motor is right here. Well, it goes through a manifold in the intake and then blows out. But the purpose of that going through the intake is it heats the air going into the diesel engine so it will start easier. The water inside the pony motor also circulates through the cooling system of the big engine to heat it up, because diesel engines, when it's cold, are very hard to start. So while this little engine's running, it's preheating the big engine. Well, after it runs a while and it warms up a little, which in the summertime you don't have to let it warm up because it's already warm, but anyway, after it warms up a little, you engage a lever up there in the operator station, and it engages a gear into the flywheel, which is basically just like a starter bendix, and it spins the starter over, or spins the engine over. Well, you also have a compression release, so you have the compression released on the big engine, so this little pony motor can spin it over, and once it gets spinning good, you let that compression release off and the engine will start. It's quite a deal to get it started, but of course the newer ones, the newer tractors like the 820s and 830s, they came out with a 24-volt electric starter and they quit using the pony motor. But you know, this was their first attempt at a diesel, and at that time they didn't have electric starters strong enough and big enough to spin this big engine over.
Diesel is very high compression.
Right. But anyway, and it has 6 forward speeds, and does not have 3-point hitch. John Deere's did not have 3-point hitch back then.
Predated the 3-point.
Right. It does have hydraulics that will work a remote cylinder, like a big disc. You could raise the disc up and down. And of course, no power steering or nothing like that. When you spent a day on this tractor, you knew it.
Right.
You were sore in the evening. You was ready for bed. But anyway, we're going to, in the near future, hopefully, get this thing cleaned up and painted and restored, and it'll look a whole lot different. It's been kind of sitting out in the weather around here, and it's looking pretty bad right now.
It's a very cool piece of history.
Yep.
They don't make stuff like this anymore. It was back whenever they made it to last.
Right.
So, excellent. Well, with that said, thanks for watching Lewis Equipment Service. We will see you in the next one. Hey everybody, thanks for watching.
Please subscribe and hit the like button.
And don't forget to share and hit that notification bell.